We are recap.
Mike was muted. Go ahead.
Hey y'all, so we are recapping Love is Blind this last season. I'm Meka. This is
Jay.
Jay. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be pretty quick because this was the wedding episode,
That it
the
is.
altar. Who's going to the altar? So it starts off because the last episode ended with Emma and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, I thought that Mike was potentially going to say no.
Correct. Yes.
And the reason I thought that is because he asked a direct question, which was, do you want to have, I want to know that you want to have children. And although she said yes at the altar, he was not convinced. And he did say the producers asked him later on after they left the altar and everything that if she would have been a little bit more persuasive, like convincing, like, yes, I want kids, he said he potentially would have said yes, but he opted to say no. And I have a little, because I gets the tea. From my understanding, Mike is already dating somebody else. It's not looking like they are together, but we will find this out officially during the reunion.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like,
Um. I
I
mean,
kind of wasn't that shocked about that after I thought about it. So,
wasn't shocked. I thought he was gonna say yeah, but looking back on it, the way that he was gesturing and whatnot during the whole thing, I could definitely see him being like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this with you if you ain't about it. So I get that. I get that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because that's a big thing, right? Like that's a life event. And I feel like if that's really important to you, that's probably something that you shouldn't budge on, as
Yeah.
far as having kids, things like that. Nothing wrong with not wanting kids, but if you really want them, then yeah, you should definitely be with somebody else who also wants them. You don't want to feel like you're forcing somebody to do something they don't want to do. Um, so then we have your favorite,
Who's that?
Ashley, Ashley and Alex. They're not your favorite, but I'm being
Oh yeah.
a little, whatever. But
I'll just be
one
right back.
second, our
Go ahead.
daughter has a guinea pig and it's squeaking. So give me a second. Um, guinea pig is stressed. So anyway, Ashley and Alex, I kind of already had a feeling that they weren't vibing too much. They kept arguing about stuff. She kept questioning him about his past, which we talked about on the previous video. She kept questioning him about like his past, basically wanting to play by play of all the people he had dated prior to her. She was basically anything that didn't line up with what he had already told her. She was like, that's suspicious. To be fair, her father wasn't too convinced with him either. Her father is a divorce attorney. Did you know that?
Nah.
Yeah, so yeah, he's a divorce attorney, and although he liked Alex, he kind of was like, he doesn't seem like he's the most truthful man on the planet, but it remains to be seen. He didn't know he was gonna give him a chance, right? But Ashley got up there, and to me, it was very, I don't know, it seemed very fake to me, like a lot of the, and whole girl thing is cool, whatever, that you're standing up for yourself and all that, but I just felt like it was theatrical and just dramatic. And I'm not quite sure if he necessarily deserved that, and I know that's not a popular opinion because people feel like he's a liar and this and that. I'm not so convinced that he's necessarily a liar, more so than he can't remember every freaking thing he did all the time, like especially in such a quick time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like they've only known each other, I think at that point, what is it, 6 weeks? I always get the timeline mixed
Something
up.
like that.
And it's like you're having to push out a bunch of information in that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Alex, I don't know the man, but he didn't seem. I It's different from the other ladies that I see online that really are going in on him. I don't necessarily think he's a bad dude. I think that he has a past, just like anybody has a past.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. So, what do you?
She pulled that on the right
Give
person.
the real, because you really was with that at all.
No, I wasn't. I thought it was. She just got up there to kind of make
embarrass
him look like
him.
a fool.
Yeah.
And he let her rock. Excuse me, y'all. He let her rock, which is more than what I would have done. But he handled it with class. Just kind of took it on the chin and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that she, after seeing her act like that, and kind of seeing how she was, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure that it was like overly. It was too genuine, anyways. Possibly. So I think she one of them people that was up there for a little bit, just out the way that she was going about things, because the stuff that she was getting mad at him about, yeah. But he wasn't blatantly lying to her and stuff. But she was asking him stuff that had nothing to do with it. It wasn't none of her business, to be perfectly honest. You know what I mean? So she was just finding a reason. So.
Yeah. You missed the part where his homeboys was like, "Are you gonna go check on her?" Because usually when they get down from that, he was like, "Nah." Yeah. So yeah, that was a wrap for them. I expect there is going to be predictions, right, for the reunion. I think they're gonna have some exchanges, a little bit, yeah, and have some drama.
Yeah, because he has to after the fact. And,
yeah. And then there's Big and Christine. And that was so sweet. It was lovely. I thought it was really, they seem like they're a good couple. They seem a good match. The families like each other. Her mom seems cool. His mom seems really nice too.
Yeah, I'll give it that. They didn't have any drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, they seemed like they're a genuine situation. So
yeah. So they ran off into the sunset. That was them. She looked really pretty. He looked good. So good stuff. Good right? Good for them. Not last, but who else went up there? Oh, so there's a lot going on with this one. Amber and Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Amber and Jordan. So backstory, because it's been all over the blogs, and we hadn't gotten on here to do our take on this, but basically Amber and him agreed to say no at the altar. They agreed to say no at the altar, and Amber got up there and said yes. And if you pay attention to the people in the crowd, like his sisters and his, I think his mom was there maybe, but his people, when he said yes, they were not only shocked, but Amber was visibly shocked. She was like, "What?" And so, nobody is talking about this, but the little girl, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the little girl was crying, and I was thinking when it was happening, you would think I'd be like, "Oh, she's crying happy tears," but I remember looking at the little girl and I was like, "I'm not sure if those are happy tears or not, or confusion," because she seemed kind of like, confused. The brother seemed like he wasn't really vibing with it too much. Apparently these two have been arguing the entire time. We talked about this on another video that we wish we would have saw a little bit more of what was going on behind the scenes. Yeah. I don't know why Love Is Blind picks and chooses certain things, but to me, I feel like not only would that have been entertaining, but that would have gave a little bit more, context to their relationship and what was really going on in their relationship. Turns out, and this is allegedly, Amber has potentially a drinking problem that Jordan cannot rock with. And I remember saying this to you when we were watching the episodes. Remember, I was like, she be looking saucy.
Yeah.
And here I am thinking I'm being judgmental. Turns out I was pretty much on point about that. So yeah, they got married, but again, we're hearing on the blogs and what's to come, spoilers and whatnot, by the way, for the reunion, that they are already not together anymore. That they actually did move in together.
Oh, okay.
And then they were only living in the house together for maybe 3 or 4 months, something like that.
Yeah, it's long enough to irritate the hell out of somebody.
It is. You find out really quickly once you live with somebody if that's gonna work or not, because you can't live with everybody.
This is a fact.
So yeah, it's you learn people real quickly. But anyway, I think that's what happened. And supposedly Jordan packed his stuff up and bounced. He just packed up and left. I don't want to say for sure if he didn't say anything or not, because I can't remember.
Did they move to her house?
that's the other issue. I think he moved, and that was the other thing. He wanted to still live like
Ohio, Cleveland,
by the bars and stuff like that. And when he was saying that, it didn't really set off any alarm bells for me. I just was thinking like maybe it's an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? He's open to being married, so maybe he's open to like understand that like he can't be at the bar all the time now, right? Or something like that. Because they have a child now and all this other stuff. She don't have the freedom that he has. And if he's going to marry her, that's going to restrict some of his extracurricular activities, or it could potentially. He don't have to, but it could, ideally it maybe should adjust slightly if you're thinking about marrying somebody, right? Like you don't have to change your whole life, but there's some adjustments with that, right?
Yeah, that's a tough adjustment when you ain't got no kids. So
when you don't have, we talk about this all the time. Yeah. Like,
I remember the first time I dealt with somebody when I didn't have no kids. Like, it was like, first of all, and a little side note about me, like I love my kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I love. You know what I mean? Kids and kids attached to me. I don't like
love our kids. We don't like other people's kids.
And truth be told, keep them hell away from me if all you can. Not like nothing gonna happen to them. I just don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a thing in my family where like when a newborn baby is born and they're showing her, it's like don't give it to me. I don't want to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Once it gets old enough to give me a pound, then we'll have that first connection. Nah. But at that point in time, we can cross that thing. But I'm just not a big kid person. So for me, I say that to say for me to, over time, like get in relationships with people that had kids when I didn't have any, it was an adjustment, and you do have to make certain concessions, and hence why I did not really have a real relationship with anybody with kids until I had kids, because then it was equal.
Yeah, I remember it's the same thing. Like I remember when I was like 24, I think I dated somebody that was like 30 and they already had a kid, and I remember the dude was like, "Oh, take her down to the pool," and I remember we went down to the pool. She was hella bad. And I was like, "Oh no, this ain't for me."
I don't walk off on
this ain't for me, and I left.
At the park, they do
and I did not call that man no more.
I have to turn around. I'm good, man.
I was young, y'all. I didn't have time. I had no kids at the time. I had no kids for a reason at the time, because I knew I just wasn't mature enough for that. I wasn't willing. I was selfish. I didn't want to give up none of my time. I want to be able to do what I want to do. Go eat where I want to eat. Go, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of restrictions sometimes that come with the children. Love them. We love them, but it is what it is. So
yeah, they're here. So that was them. But it's probably good they didn't. They had a lot of hangups, and even though she seemed cool, she did at times seem a little. And he just kind of Jordan seemed really cool.
Jordan did say, I will say that Jordan did
Jordan probably would be better off with just somebody that wants to stay. I think the biggest thing would have been like the area. He was dead set he didn't want to move to Mount Vernon. Sometimes when you live somewhere you don't want to be, it can really mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Like so that couple of other stuff, they probably could have worked it out, or maybe at least a little bit longer had they not been him be, that adjustment that he wasn't ready for, I guess.
Yeah. And then she's kind of like solidified, right? Because she purchased her home. Her daughter goes to a certain school. It's maybe a good school that her daughter goes to. Maybe she didn't want to.
She had the thing with the dad.
Yeah, maybe she didn't want to adjust that too much. But, and that's understandable for her too. That's just maybe something they should probably have talked about a little bit more. Maybe. Again, I said that in the last video. Like, I feel like they did not touch on those hard issues before they got out that pod. Like, especially if that's something that's so important to her.
He had one thing he didn't want to relent on necessarily, and she was not willing to go the other way. They should have just found the middle ground. Just said, "Hey, let's just date after this." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she's gonna get a goofy ass up there and say yes because she don't want to look like the bad guy or something. Or maybe she had a few sips before she took her ass up there.
Who knows? I would like to know, like why. And I saw the text message too that she sent the producers, and she told them she was going to say yes, and she totally understands if he says no, but she's going to say yes.
Well, maybe maybe she just wants to. Well, either way, they both said yeah.
Yeah, Jordan, the one that folded, he folded because she had already said what she was going to do.
Yeah, well,
I guess so.
Maybe maybe love was blind to him and he took a shot in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
So moving on, Devontae and Brittany. Okay. So they did not make it to the altar. Devontae came over to her crib and they're sitting there like holding hands and talking, and he just always looks not thrilled to be around her in any type of way.
He's like, not attracted to her.
And he's sitting there and they do the whole thing where they're like, they're not going to the altar because they're supposed to be at the altar at this point. They're in her apartment instead. And they're like talking about why that's not happening. I feel like Brittany just was not accepting what was going on. I think that no matter what he was trying, I think he called himself trying to be nice, but I feel like with her, you have to be very direct. And he was not doing that. He still, like when she would be like, I still think you're the love of my life. You are the love of my life. And we fell in love and it's going to be okay. And then and she kept saying things like,
she's delusional. Yeah.
She kept saying things like, we're getting married. Like she kept saying that. And it started to become a little cringy listening to Brittany talk. Cause I'm like, girl, stand up. This man is not interested, and there was a point, we'll just get to it already. When it's time to say their goodbyes, she's like, okay, she's giving him hugs like, oh, I'll see you later tonight. And he's like, I'll keep in touch.
He should have got some breakup yams.
He said he didn't know, but kind of find out they never did anything. They never did anything.
Like he just put like this. That's what I think. One, not attracted to her. Like you've seen the stuff after the fact. You see he has, and there's no problem with it, but he has a different type of
preference.
That, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But he had a preference. She ain't it. She was throwing herself in every way at him. He kept it moving. So I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
And then, he moved on and they started talking to people with preference or whatever, kicking it with Alex down the floor.
And he was doing them just as bad. Like I've been on the blogs and stuff, and the girl came out and said that he was a liar. He was disappearing. He was not affectionate. Everything that he was doing to Brittany, he was doing to her. And she was white.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. It just
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her. But what I'm saying is,
if you're not into a person, I guess I'm cutting you off.
But what I'm trying to say was it doesn't make a difference whether they're white, black, or purple. He's gonna treat them the same because he's just not that great of a. By all accounts, not that great of a dude.
Well, the thing is, men and women are sometimes not the greatest of people that they're not interested in. I'm pretty sure we all have not treated a person the best that was interested in us and we weren't interested in. I could say firsthand, I definitely have. You know what I mean? It happens. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even do it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? You can do it unintentionally. You just aren't attracted to a person. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now you're on national TV, on Netflix. Everybody can see you. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you normally handle something. Just now people get to sit and judge you for how you go about those
right.
things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, put it like this. The one thing I will give him was she's up there throwing it at him and he didn't take it. He could have just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this and see what it's like just for the hell of it. He didn't even do that. So I'll give him that much.
I mean, I guess if you want to give him some type of credit, but
and he
also my whole thing about him though is like, I just don't think that from my understanding, because there's various women that he's talked to of different colors, heights, whatever the case you want to call it, status, financially, all that stuff. He treats them all the same. So I think he's just not in the space right now to be in a serious relationship. Although apparently he has a baby on the way. That still don't mean that you're capable of being in a serious relationship. It just means you lay down and you did dang and a baby came out of it. That's all that means.
Pretty much.
So, but there's also whispers that he's potentially engaged. Wouldn't be the first time he's engaged to Brittany. So again, doesn't really mean anything at this point. I think he's just not. I'm not saying that he's not. I guess you're right. Like I don't want to say he's a terrible dude, but I think right now he's out here playing in people's face. At this point in his life, that's what he's into. Who's to say a couple years from now he might be in a different space, right? But right now he's playing the field or he's playing around with people, so that's what it is.
Okay.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. I
but yeah, like the whole thing where he was just like, yeah, what did he say to her? He said, "I'll
see you around or something."
See you around or something like that. And she just keys it off and laughs it off. So she's like, "You're so funny. You play too much." And I'm like, "Girl, he's not playing.
No, he kept it
He's
100.
not playing.
He kept it 100 with her. He was straight up with her. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. He was straight up with her.
That's like, a little.
He was straight up with her. He was like, "Hey, look, I'm not feeling this. We're not vibing with you. Cool."
No, that's not what he said.
Well, no, that's not what he said. But he was like, "I don't." Maybe just for trying to hurt me. I mean,
again, she's being blind, but
I think
that's not what he said.
I don't think he was right, but I think it wasn't as bad as it seemed.
Huh?
So
that's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But it was two things can be true. He can be a jerk, or she can be gullible, and that's that was just a recipe for disaster. Like, you know, and she's online, she's defending herself, and she has the right to defend herself, and she seems like she has a really big heart. I'll give that to her. She seems like she's a really nice person. Again, a few things can be true at the same time. You can be a really nice person with a really big heart, but you can also be gullible. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that can happen. And I think that's where she's at right now. Hopefully she learns from this and she meets somebody that she's able to recognize that actually cares for her.
Yeah.
You know, like,
hopefully.
I hope that she is able to find that. But yeah, that was that.
We'll see.
But the reunions, I have a feeling because these reunions have been lackluster a little bit. My hopes are that Devontae they gonna just go in on him because I need the drama. My hopes are that Ashley and Alex get into it because again, I need the drama, not because I feel like anybody. I just want to need the drama.
Hopefully, he can get up there
and hopefully he says something to.
Who, Devontae? Yeah, I mean,
to defend himself a little bit, Alex.
I hope Alex gets up there and defends himself, and they just kind of leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't. I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on with the whole, you know, after the fact with the whole Connor,
I forgot about that.
Chris type of situation because you know what I'm saying. Like I think Connor needs to confront Chris. I would like to see that. You know what I'm saying? But like Chris, man,
you know I would like to see that too. Like, what's good? Like
they gotta give Chris some drinks before they go in there. Chris needs to get a little saucy.
I know, but from what I saw, Chris up there trying to act like he 007. He didn't grew his hair out. He actually, a lot of the cast didn't look that great as far as their outfits. I'll give it to Chris. Chris actually looked good in his outfit. He was put together. I was actually okay. That's probably where that's going to end with the compliments for Chris because I have a feeling it's about to be some mess. But from what I could see, he's pretty quiet on this reunion. And I think he's just kind of sitting there letting them vent.
How do you feel? How do you feel this season was? Because we've done 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
Right. Of the 3 seasons, how do you feel about, you know, this one versus the other one? Like,
which one? We did Minnesota, and what was the one before that?
And was it Denver? Was it Denver? Was the first one Denver that we watched?
Remember.
Because we started with it was Denver because that's where Calabria and all them were. We started with Minnesota, and then it was Denver, and then they went to because we were thinking it was going to be Austin the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So Minnesota sucked, and that really sucked because you guys probably don't know, but that's my home state. I was really thinking that it was gonna. They didn't show nothing.
Yeah, that was probably the worst.
Now that you've been there, remember how they when they went out in town and stuff. It don't even really look like a representation of Minnesota.
I was just about to say that, like, I got a chance to go there with him, and like, I like Minnesota. I thought it was cool or whatever. I don't think that the show really represented Minnesota that well. I don't know.
It didn't even represent the people well. Like, it was weird. It's like.
But you and your sister both did say that you recognize some of the people that are not recognize them as you knew them, but the type of people. Yeah.
So I mean, it was what it was. I would say Denver was probably the best one, and that was mainly because of Edmund and Calabria, and you know, last season.
That was a good one. I thought this season was better than that one. Edmund was the only entertaining thing on there. Edmund and Calabria. Outside of that, it really wasn't.
Edmund and Calabria, they had Joe's on there.
Joe was funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Joe was funny.
They had some. They had the whole thing with the dude David, the Asian guy who sees
last season they had some good stuff. You like last season better than this one? I like
last season better than this one. I definitely like last season better than this one. I think.
Okay.
This one just kind of came and went for me. So you know,
Okay.
We'll see. Honestly, I'm kind of glad this season is over. Just because we did this back to back, because we just came out of Love's Blind season 9, and I need some variation. So I'm looking forward to hopefully the Ultimatum coming up, Love Island, something like that.
Treasure Island.
No.
What is that called? Temptation Island. That
something
one.
like that. Because we're getting to the spring, summertime, so
yeah,
look forward to that stuff. But I mean, we'll be back in a few days with the reunion. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that.
Yeah, so, I can't wait for that.
That should be cool. And we're gonna keep, like I said, I'm looking forward to some of these other shows. I'm kind of burnt out on Love is Blind just because of the.
I think you don't really. The concept is kind of
because I don't believe the concept.
Irritating
I just
for you.
don't.
I know.
Like, and that's my own screwed up mentality. Like, yes, you can find love without seeing a person. That's all fine and dandy. I personally, like, I have to have some really ill conversations in those pods. Like, I have to really be sitting there like, you have to stimulate my mind. And one, that's not hard to do necessarily. It is, but it's not. Once you find out like a topic that I'm into,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I can be kind of very offsetting and low-key dismissive if I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you like so many things. Like, you're into so many things.
Yeah, but you got to have depth with those.
You have to, yeah.
You can't just be a certain person like, oh my God, I love Michael Jackson. What was that song, man? If you don't get out of my face, I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get deep into it, we can get deep into it. You know how that rocks. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know how that rocks because apparently I have good conversation, right?
Yeah, she has some decent music taste too. She's pretty good on those things. So
thank you.
But hey, this was our review on this here.
Yeah.
So we will see y'all in a few days when the reunion and whatnot. I'm gonna pause these lives here, and we're gonna be right back because we're getting ready to actually. Let's do our sign off and then.
All right, so follow us on all of our social media channels, Jey and Meka, on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. Facebook, and Twitch, actually.
Yeah. Share this and help us grow.
Please share.
Get to the busy season and other stuff. So
yeah, comment, do all of that. Let us know what else y'all would like to see us talk about. Any questions y'all have that you want us to answer. That'll be great too. We're very interactive. We do reply to comments, all that. So hit us up.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all around.
All right.
And we'll be back on in a second. Actually, we're going to be doing Love During Lockup season finale.
Yeah.
That just happened too. So check for the next live. Probably in about 5 minutes. We'll just change these backgrounds. Well, they can stay on here, actually. I'm going to just pause TikTok for a second.
Oh, okay.
Because I can pause TikTok.
And
then I'm gonna change the stuff over here. So why don't you talk to the people that we have in here whilst I change this out? Got 6 people there.
Oh, hi. Yeah. I don't know where you're at. I don't know. Hi. Yeah. So I guess what shows are y'all watching? Are y'all into reality TV? What are y'all watching right now? I actually off subject. I just finished no, I'm so late. Handmaid's Tale. I just finished that, and now they're coming out with some. If y'all know in the comments what it's going to be called, but it's like what do you call that for a TV show? Like it's not a sequel, but
a sequel.
Is it a sequel for a TV show? Anyway,
a
follow-up thing, and this is going to be following Joan's daughter, actually, who she's been trying to find. So I'm hoping on this show she finally gets her back or whatever. But yeah, Handmaid's Tale was really good. I was very late to that show. I binge watched it. I think it had been out probably 3 years before I even took a look at the show.
I will never watch it. I watched it.
Yeah, I know. And it's a little bit scary watching it now, just with everything going on, just the climate of everything. But yeah, it was interesting. It was good. Are y'all also off of that? So we're about to do Love During Lockup.
Love During Lockup.
Yeah. And they've already announced the people that are going to be moving over to Love After Lockup. Monique is not one of them.
That's good.
Monique and what's the name? I think they broke up. And I wanted to ask you, what did you think about? Do you think that they put people on here like fillers, right? Because Letitia and Mikhail.
Mm-hmm.
She's not coming back on there. Do you think that's because that man really got life? Because it's like it ain't gonna be no love after lockup for him because he got life.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like they're not coming back for the next season, and then who else is not coming?
But they could spread it out, like because remember when Letitia and what's his name, when they were on love during lockup, they weren't on love after lockup, but they went to life after lockup.
Yeah, but so I think that he didn't have life either.
I mean,
I think this is the first time, and I might be I might not have that correct, but I think this is the first time, at least of my knowledge, that somebody has life on the show.
Yeah, I mean,
so
Dude might be having some little issues, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because, which sucks for him. Like, I mean, all jokes aside, like, I'm not trying to.
It's the state that he's in. The reason why he got that life sentence, right?
Yeah. Well, he got hit with the three strikes joint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go live back on TikTok. I'm gonna just change it because I can't change it while we're holding. So.
Okay.
Just let people. Hey, y'all, we getting ready to start doing love during lockup. So I'm gonna switch all this. You guys get to see it.
Okay. So. Do you want me to go ahead and start talking about it?
No. Wait till just talk. Okay. Just talk to the people that are in there, and
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he had the 3 strikes thing. So, but the dope thing is if he does, get out or gets his stuff, changed or whatnot.
Yeah.
Then I'm pretty sure he would be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So. That's just what I think.
I'm trying to remember who else is not going forward. What other couple?
I don't
know. Obviously Emily, but we'll talk about that. Yeah.
I don't want to say anything of ill taste. It's really messed up.
Yeah, it is.
Poor little Ting Ting.
Bless you.
Excuse me. So
yeah.
So yeah, give me 1 second, y'all.
Okay.
Be patient with me.
So where do I see if there's more people? Because this is not.
It's not. Well, right now I'm gonna end this one actually.
Okay.
And you can just talk to them. I'll just do another TikTok stream because that actually was kind of irking me slightly.
Oh, there's another one up somewhere.
So this is TikTok. This is YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Sorry, I'm learning. So I was like,
so we got 3 people watching. So we got these people watching.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. So on YouTube, we got 3 people watching. Cool, right? Is that what that says? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for watching. So yeah, we're about to do Love After Lockup. What other shows are we doing?
I'm not gonna do it. What else?
Survivor.
We gotta do Survivor still.
We have to do Survivor. We gotta make it through these game shows. We did what is it, Big Brother?
Yeah.
And you know my opinion on Big Brother, but I like Survivor. We're just trying to figure out a way to do that. What do you think about this season?
Huh?
Survivor.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's like a fan-driven season, which I like. So, you ready?
Yeah. I'll get to what's coming later.
Okay.
We'll start here. So what's up, y'all? Jay
and I'm Meka.
On our channel, we're getting ready to do our wrap up of the season finale for Love During Lockup, and I have Love During Lockup season 7.
You do?
Yeah. No. It says right there.
It's right there. I see it.
So so yeah, I'm gonna let you take away. At some point, I'm gonna jump us back on.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have to help me out with some of these names. So we'll talk about Emily first. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Yeah. Emily and Justin Johnson. Emily and Justin. So a few videos back, even on our page, we did, mention that Justin had passed. We knew this when the season first started. There's really not a lot of detail as to what happened other than he took his own life. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit curious. Was he into some stuff at this? Because the amount of money that he was requesting from both of these ladies, to me, doesn't sit right with the outcome that ended up happening. Like, did he owe somebody something? You know what I mean?
Well, couple things.
Yeah.
So one, they say it was self-inflicted, which that can go either way, to be perfectly honest. You know, he was looking to get, you know, a lot of money from them and whatnot. And it could have been he owed a debt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that because he did say that, you know, he at first he's like, oh, I'm getting out. Then he's like, I'm not. They're holding me back for this, that, and other. All that could be, you know, coincide that, hey, maybe part of a debt that he did or something led to him not being able to get out or something. You know what I mean? So,
what's wrong?
I rounded back the butt.
Oh.
So, but yeah, so that's a whole thing.
Yeah. He was also supposed to be able to get out, right? When the first episode aired, he was supposed to be up for parole. Or was he supposed to actually get out?
He was supposed to be up for parole. I mean, getting parole.
Well, yeah. Out, so. And that didn't happen. They gave him like another year before he would even get a hearing. The family, you know, I like to talk about what I've been seeing on the blogs. The family is blaming Emily somehow for this. And I don't know all the details behind that. Emily was visibly distraught on the show when we watched it. Understandably so. Even though they only dated for 6 months, I was telling Jay, I'm like, that has to be kind of hard to deal with, no matter really if you know somebody for 2 months or 3 months, if you made a connection with them in some capacity, whether that's a friendship or whatever, and then they pass away in such a sad way, that's hard to deal with. And so much so for her that she put her, I'm about to say some crazy wild stuff. She put her lady parts away for a little while to deal with her grief, because, you know, Emily again has been very outspoken about her lifestyle. You know, that she is a lady of the day and night, and she makes a substantial amount of money from that. And a lot of the storyline for her was, you know, Justin not really rocking with that, but he wanted that money from her laying on her back. RIP, but that's kind of I don't like that. Like he still wanted the money from her doing that, but he didn't want her doing that. If that makes sense. He was asking her for a lot of money, and the only way that she could get that type of money is to do what she was doing.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's like, I don't want you be with another person. This is that. It was just a lot going on. Then turned out he was still talking to his ex, and she's sending him a little bit of money because she ain't
in jail though. I mean, like I get it, but he's in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it's like, okay, like what's it hurting? I guess you could say, as messed up as that sounds. Like,
wait, what part?
He's in jail, so he's talking to his ex now, emotionally cheating. I guess, yeah. He's not physically doing the damn thing. He can't. And I understand his frustration with Emily, but at the same time, it's like, no, at least she's doing it as a job, you know what I'm saying? Because she could just be out here cheating on your ass and it don't matter either way.
Yeah, you know, but I'm like, if she's sending him $6,000 and then back to what my initial thought was, something was going on at that jail. Because if she's sending you $6,000 and then you turn around asking the other girl for another $600, talking about Emily hasn't sent you anything and this and that, something's up with that.
Well, for him to induce his own death, if that is the case, he probably had a drug habit.
Okay.
So that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing he had a drug habit.
Allegedly.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then, you know, those things cost money. If you don't got the money to pay for it, and somebody, and I don't know, I ain't never been to prison or like that. I'm just saying, you know, you have to pay it back. And if you have to pay somebody back, you have to pay it back with interest. Then all this other stuff comes along with that. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right.
Who knows what it was? But yeah, so, you know, end of the day, rest in peace, Justin. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, man.
That is unfortunate.
You know, yeah.
That's it?
That's all right. For them, yeah.
So, Mumu.
Yeah, the mind or whatever. I'm not calling that dude.
The mind, aka Mumu, Goddess, and Bonita. Yeah. I tell you, I like Bonita. Bonita funny to me. She's funny to me. I'm sorry. She's crazy as all get out. But
I mean,
I'm gonna just say what it is. I feel like Bonita probably got some powerful pee or something because he's not letting Bonita go.
Either that, but she could be that person.
As crazy as she is, he not letting her go. So
she could be that person that drives him crazy, but is actually down for him too. You know what
I'm saying? I saw a little bit of that, I guess, because she was getting on his ass, and then
they got
a
kid together, and they got history. I mean, like, could the P be powerful? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be well enough to keep a person interacting with you. You know what I'm
saying? Well enough.
So
anyway, so do you think that Goddess is in any form or fashion delusional?
No, because she seems well aware of what's going on to a certain extent.
I don't feel like she's that aware.
She's aware. I don't think she's not aware. She just like, all right, let me see what happens. Give you the rope. You know what I'm saying? Because she wants to be with him. She knows there's some more stuff going on there. But no, I don't think she's delusional. I think she's aware. You know, so I think they're both aware. It's just
Benita's aware.
When he comes out is when, as we're going to see,
I
think they're both. I think they're fully aware.
I would say Benita's more vocal about that, as far as like she is like, you're not. Something's up with you, and she flat out telling him that. She's like, you're not about to sit here and play with me like that. Something is going on with you. You know what I'm saying? We all know what he's doing.
She needs to chill because she done sold all this man's stuff. So if he's feeling vibes too, like, yo, something, you're not moving right neither. And I think you're saying because this episode, the whole thing about him coming out, him going to stay at his mom's house, you said that was shifty. And because they were engaged and they're still engaged and all that. The thing is, if I don't want to be around you when I get out of jail because I know you be tripping, if I need to be fully off my papers to be around you so that I can be around you and you tripping, I ain't got to worry about going back to jail. Guess what? I'm going to go stay at my mom's house because staying at your house, you get mad at me. You find out I'm talking or I talk to anybody whilst I was in jail. Anything like that, who knows what the hell she was, and you sold my stuff. I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm not going to put myself in a position for you to call the police on me at your crib.
There's a lot of unspoken things going on here, right? Number one, she stole his stuff. She's lying about that. He is not effing another lady, but he wants to because
he won when he gets out.
Yeah, because they haven't. That should be said. They have not had relations yet. She met him. She was doing hair at a salon. I guess she did his hair a couple of times. She really did not know him that well before he went to jail. I'm talking about Goddess, and they, I guess, connected a lot while he was in jail. So now he's conflicted on who he want to be with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like on his part, that's kind of stupid only because like, you don't really know Goddess like that.
Right.
Like that's kind of like a fantasy world as far as I'm concerned. You don't know her like that. You ain't never lived with her. You ain't never even stayed a night with her. You don't even know if the vagina is trash. You don't know none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you're basically over here, like, willing to give up your engagement, to the mother of your child to go be with Goddess. Goddess, now, don't get me wrong, Goddess seems like a really nice person.
Yeah.
She seems cool. That's neither here nor there. I just feel like as far as his thinking, it's not really making sense to me. Why he would just give all that up to go over here to something that potentially is just a potential, because you don't know. God, all you know is conversation with Goddess. Cool. You don't know anything else. She hasn't gone to visit him.
She seems cooler. One, she seems more level-headed. She looks better, and he ain't hit.
That's debatable. That depends on who you're talking to.
Well, I'm talking for me.
I know you're talking for you, but
Benita. I'm just saying.
I mean, some people might not agree. Is all I'm trying to say.
I mean, look, best be to them.
You know what I mean? I think they're both cute.
I think
Benita's just crazy as all get out.
Benita. That's how I'm gonna say it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm saying. Because I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. Now I'm finna get myself in trouble on this live. You seen the old pictures of Benita versus the new pictures of Benita. He been locked up 2 years. He still.
You think she looked that different?
Hell yeah.
She just got a bob. She went from this to a bob.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to hair in general. That's you with she's bobbing. Her lashes are different. And look at mascara. All that. Her body looked better. Her face looked better.
Oh, you're talking about Goddess.
Better back. No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Benita. Okay, yeah. Okay. I mean, listen, whatever. Looks ain't everything to be. Anyway,
they're not. They're not. But
it.
if you find somebody that has a better mentality,
right,
you ain't mad,
Goddess seems less problematic.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. She seems less problematic. But Bonita with the phone on her chest, that be pissing you off when she talking on the phone. Is she on the phone sitting up there? Again, T. So I did see a video where, and I talked about this in the last video, I'm gonna mention it again. So in this last episode, Moo, because I can't ever think of his real name. Excuse me, Devon. He basically wants to have a poly type relationship with these two ladies. They are unaware of this at the moment. Okay. Which is why he's probably trying to get to his mom's house so he can kind of balance them both and then get them together at some point, which it looks like he potentially has, because I saw a video last week of all them in a car, they singing and whatnot, and Bonita tail is in the front seat and you can see her. Now you see like half of her face, but you know what Bonita looked like. She gonna go online and say that's not her. That was you. And Goddess was in the back seat.
No, Goddess was in front, Bonita was in the back.
Either way, they was in that car.
It looked like her, but it kind of didn't. But
I mean, that was her telling that car.
You know what I'm saying? He loved it. I like it. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? Dude, if they're down for it, and truth be told, who knows? He might have got out and got Goddess pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it easier for him to finagle that type of situation. Like, look, baby mama number 5, do what you do, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
But that's their business. That's neither here nor there, whether they want to do all that. Look, to each his own, right? So that's them.
All right.
They're moving on. They're going to be on Love
after lockup.
After lockup. Yes, they're going to be on Love after lockup.
Let's talk real quick about because this is a short thing, but we're going to Rich and Alicia. The black guy and the girl in Houston.
Oh, I be forgetting about them
names
because they didn't get a lot of they didn't get a lot of camera time, and this is nonsense.
And I'm bad with names, and I'll be remembering this, but
no, you're better than me with names. Honestly, you really are, because I'm terrible with that. I gotta write that down. Well, you talk about them.
Well, they just showed the fact that they're going to be on Life After Lockup. They showed him going to pick her up. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Because I want to see how it goes with her being in Houston. This girl been in jail since she was 17. She's been there 9 years. She's 26. She's not an ugly woman.
She's not.
You know what I'm saying? She's going.
And according to her, she
possibly. Because I think they didn't say where she was from.
She's from Louisiana.
She's in jail in Louisiana.
No, she's from Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's from Louisiana. And either she's going to be Louisiana, Houston, that's a couple hour drive. A few hour drive. Right? So she could be in Louisiana and he going to see her. She's going to be an issue in Louisiana because they finna be at her. And if she bring her ass to Houston, she going to be promised because they going to be at her ass in Houston too. Yeah. I don't know what Rich, and side note, Rich, and I'm gonna put it right here just so y'all can see. So when we first seen Rich Austin, I was like, man, there's something about this cat. Like I was just kind of looking at little stuff, and then something didn't seem genuine. He was all sensitive and crying, and I just need a person, I just need this. And I was like, but he's doing MMA. He obviously got some money and stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? And then his rap sheet popped up. This guy done been arrested everywhere in about 4 different states. He had one prostitution charge from like 2012. So 9 out of 10, if a guy has a prostitution charge, he's either soliciting or is pimping and pandering. Just that simple. From where you know what I'm saying? But you can get a solicitation charge whilst you're pimping and pandering. It just depends on how you convey the situation, truthfully. Okay. I mean, you can, because you rather take a solicitation charge than the other, because now that same charge is human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. So you'd be like, man, I had a little $40 for it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not crazy about how Rich be talking to
hold on. Let me clarify something real quick, because I know I just said all that, never had, never did, never know. It's not me. That's not personal experience. It's just knowledge of certain things. But so I want to be clear about that right quick.
I was like, hey, you know a lot, dog.
But you know why I know.
No, I do. Okay. I do know why. I do know why.
All right. So, but so that's the whole thing. So when that stuff came out, it was like, oh, okay, made sense. When she had him hang with his girl, he went. You could tell in his mind.
He did go to pimping mode. I feel like
his mind went right to that. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Come on, smoke some.
It was so weird because at first I was like, oh, Rich seems like a nice, good. Like you said, he was crying. He was at the psychic person trying to get advice and everything, and I was like, oh. And then he met up with the friend, and that's when you started to see like Rich is.
No, yeah,
Rich is be out there like that, right? And then you find out he was engaged before, and he's had this, and that didn't work out. And when you see a guy that, by all appearances, from the outside, look like they got their shit together, right? Like you look at how he live in the Woodlands, y'all. The Woodlands, you're not from the Houston area. The Woodlands is very expensive. It's a really nice area. So by all accounts, he probably makes good money doing whatever it is he does. Mm-hmm. And so, from the outside, we're like, oh, he seems like a good dude. The minute he got on the phone with old girl that's in jail, the girl that's supposed to be coming home, he was like, he turned. I know, like, a lot of people don't like these terms, but he was gaslighting her a little bit, and then he was saying stuff like on the side, like she's untouched or what. I don't want to misquote him. I forgot.
No, he said untouched because but a lot of
that's cringy. You're a grown man. You're a grown man.
He don't mean like a virgin.
I get. Obviously, she's not a virgin, but right, I'm saying it's just kind of cringy to say that.
It's not. What? Okay, so when you're dating a guy. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, depending on the guy, it depends on the guy's mentality. This is not something.
Are you untouched? Like that's my next question.
Hold on. Let me land.
I'm talking about him.
I get it. Let me land my point. When you're dating somebody, depending on the person, how their mentals are, they're gonna ask you, "When's the last time you?" And here's the thing: if she's in jail now, you can get some some issues, but. If she's in jail, you ain't got to worry about the proverbial. Oh, it's been 3 months.
Hey, Juela.
Hey, Juela.
We haven't seen in a long time. Yeah. So I'm just like, I mean, I get it. Yeah, you asked those questions, but I think I said this in the last live. I feel like once you have a certain age, don't ask me certain questions. Don't ask me how many people I've been. Don't ask me certain stuff.
Yeah.
It just feels like very immature talk, and hence why he's with someone that's much younger than him.
Yeah, well, that's him trying.
How we feeling about this season? Oh, we got through talking about that. It was okay this season. Joela's asking how we feel.
No, I just responded.
Oh, you did. Oh.
Yeah. it was a cool season. It wasn't a top tier season though, but it was alright.
Yeah, we liked y'all season better.
Yeah,
we liked y'all season better. But yeah, he just seems like he a bit of a problem. And then like also just to get into more of just how he talks to her, and it's just very hard when he doesn't get his way. He's very like, what you mean? Like he's very like. He gets amped up very, very quickly. I could tell he's a very emotional person just by the episodes we saw prior to that. The crying, that he's a little extra. He's slightly extra. And I think he uses some of that to manipulate situations. That's what it felt like to me when he was talking to her on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, Joella, good for you. Good for you. Yeah. If that's what you gotta do to go, don't. Yeah, I don't want to say it like that, right?
No, I don't
want to say
it like that, but
that. You know what I mean? Like, and we did our interview with you. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, mooing them girls is wild. They are. They are. We just got through talking about them. Jay don't like to call him Moo Moo. Yeah, he only like to call him by his government name.
Yeah. I ain't doing that. But yeah. But yeah, Rich and her, we'll see them on Life After Lockup and see how they do. But
what's the lady that got the 360 BBL, but everybody questioned whether she really got that?
I don't know her name.
I forgot her name too.
So the girl who, you know what I'm saying, the moms was fighting and stuff with her.
Yeah.
Pretty much her whole thing. Now there's two people that pissed me off. We're gonna get to Michael Mackay and the old girl later.
Lord.
But these two, so she goes to pick up, I think dude's name is something with a J.
I'm looking it up right now. I can't.
We are
remember.
unprepared, y'all. So
not necessarily. There's just some people that shoot.
So you know what? Joella just asked about the Mekhi and old girl. So I'm gonna do that while she look. What's his is it Alicia? So we're gonna talk about Michael and Alicia. So yeah, Michael got the 99 years. And it was really sad that she ended up telling his daughters that he had that and he hadn't even told them.
That was sad.
So that was sad. We do know that she's not going to be on life after lockup. So it's possible that he ain't get, the parole stuff didn't go that well. You know what I'm saying? They were out. They went to go visit him. They're sitting there eating and she's with the daughters and she just let it slip because she don't know. They don't know. She's like, hey, I'm getting a lawyer so we can try and get that life removed. And one daughter, had like an emotional reaction to it. Yeah. And, that was sad, you know what I mean? Because, this is a 25 and 22-year-old daughters finding out he been in there all these years to find out that he got life and he never told them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It seems like, unfortunately, it seems like Michael was kind of going on a hope and a prayer because here's a bad thing. He got life or whatever. And the thing is, he got hit with the 3 strikes rule. Now, I know you can get around that, but the thing is, you did do something to get that 3rd strike. You know what I'm saying? And he's in Alabama, not the most, judicial of places. Per my knowledge, I ain't never been there. I don't know. Hopefully he gets out, but you know what? That's what messed me up. His name is Michael and then Mikhail. But yeah, so that's what happened with them. But we know that she and him are not on the next season. So
they're not on the next season. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, he ain't getting up out of there. And I agree with you. I feel like I hope these producers be ruthless, man. I really hope them not little girls, but those young ladies did not hear that their dad was getting life on TV like that.
I think
that's pretty jacked up that they did that.
The fact that the 22-year-old, her reaction made me feel like it was genuine.
Yeah.
Because she amped up for a second. Like you can see it in her face. You know what I'm saying? And
you talking about the one with the white shirt on? The one that said she didn't know that?
Yeah, that's the younger one. Yeah. And like Joelle was saying, it sucks to, have your father doing time anyway.
Yeah, it does.
But to find out that you thinking that your dad's gonna come home next year or at least be up for parole, or get parole because that's what you're telling them. Dude, you got life. You know what I'm saying? These are young girls, you know what I'm saying? So
that was sad.
That was really sad. Now, honestly, I think his whole aspect of things, hopefully it switches, something happens, and maybe he'll pop up on life after lockup. Or something like that, but
maybe
that was just very unfortunate.
I feel like Mikhail is not telling a lot because he didn't even tell them that the lady was coming up there. You know what I'm saying? Like they're meeting this new lady and she getting out the car. She introduced herself as their future stepmom and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, okay.
First of all, she kind of jumping the gun with doing that.
And she is low key.
My thing is, you're sitting up here. We don't know that.
And that fake ass baby, that goddamn Cabbage Patch Kid, that's weird.
Some
I'm not right. I'm sorry.
You know
I don't feel like enough people talking about it on the blogs.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
But I will say they ended their thing off with her saying she was going to pay the money for the lawyer.
She did.
So I think they just didn't have enough. Because the thing about it is, you got think about it's life during lockup, life after lockup. So the person has to get out. So maybe he ain't get out right away.
Yeah.
Kind of like I was saying, with Letitia and Letitia and Keith.
Yeah.
I you know what I'm saying? They gave us I don't want to keep missing this name, Letitia and Keith.
Yeah.
So it could be that type of situation.
I will say she does once again seems like a nice lady, and I do think she was moved to pay that money because of those daughters. I think that was her. I think she was going to do it anyway, but I think that gave her like an extra push to do that because when she saw how those girls be hurt like that.
Yeah, but to hell with that, low key, you got your own daughter who's telling you the opposite. You sit up, you pay this money, and then you be like, oh well, guess what? He still got life. Now you look goofy. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, hopefully, best of wishes.
Maybe it didn't work out for them. I don't know. I don't know. But what is it? Who the next people? Michael and Kayla. What's that girl name?
Michael and Kayla. Kaylee. It's Kayla. It's Claire. Well, who cares?
360,
so
babe.
Their thing is pretty quick. Pretty much their whole thing was Michael's getting out. She drives up there, leaves her son's birthday to go pick him up. But I seen for a second in our Facebook group, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, how dare she leave her son? She's going to get her husband.
Who is claiming that son as his child.
And, you know, she's thinking she's picking him up.
Yeah.
Now, I do get it. You know, he is going to a halfway house. He could have did that and they could have set up after the fact.
Yeah.
So she could have did that and be like, hey, babe, you know.
But she didn't know until she got there.
No, but she knew he was going to a halfway house.
True.
She just thought she was going to be able to take him. So I do see but
she irritated me.
But he's been in there, 6 years? He's been in there 6 years. I can get her being like, hey, but at the same time, it's like, hey, why don't you go to your halfway house, get settled, you know what I mean? And then what I'll do is, after you get settled and everything, we can, you know, go from there.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're. But anyways, her goofy ass go up there.
Thank you. Please talk about it.
She's standing outside. And he's like, hey, you can't take me. I have to take a cab due to, you know, transit stuff or whatever. I mean, requirements that they have, like a secure, you know, whatever. Cool. So he's like, here's the address.
He might as well have told her he wasn't coming home, because she went on about like she was about to lose her mind, like he wasn't even coming home. He's like, I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Like, what? You just gotta see me down here. You can't take me. But it's just like the extra. She was irritating me. Then she stood out there. She's like, I'm gonna stand out here until I see him get in a cab. He gave you the address. Why aren't you already at the place? He gave you the address for it. It made no sense to me.
That's what pissed me off, because it's like you, and then she's like, "Oh, there he goes. I'm gonna follow him now." And I'm trying to follow a cab. He gave you the address. You have a phone. You either have Apple Maps or you have Google Maps or something. Just go there, wait for him to get out the car, do your thing. But anyway, end of the day, she got to go and see him. He's taller than I thought he was too. I thought he was short. Like
people
from all the pictures, he looks
clowning.
Short.
Okay. Because they feel like how she looks. They're talking about how she looks and how he looks. Like they don't seem like a man, but this is his whole wife, y'all. This ain't his girlfriend.
He's known this girl since high school.
And he's known her since high school. So he like it. I love it. There you go. And he was at Walmart behind that 360 lipo happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can talk about how we think it's botched or how it don't look right or whatever the case is. He love it.
Yeah.
So who are we to say?
Good for
whatever.
The two of them, I guess. So, but they're gonna be on Love After Lockup too.
And we want to talk about what you think their storyline is gonna be.
I have no idea. It's gonna be something financial though. It's gonna be financial with them. So yeah, I see the mothers playing a bigger role in them going forward too.
Okay.
So last and not least, because this is the last one, Monique and Titus.
Titus get on my nerves. I don't like him.
Well, here's the thing. I'll say.
And Monique just delusional.
Well, yeah, she
delusional. Sorry.
Well, could she be delusional? Yes, but you know, we know that production has you do certain things.
They do.
As we've heard, you know what I'm saying? Like they, you know what I'm saying, want people to go back on. So she went back on, and she is not handling her situation. Like the one thing with dude, you can see we're even having this cousin come over and stuff. He's like, hey, keep it 100. Whatever you're doing, keep it 100. And he is overbearing. He is, you know what I'm saying, that he is. But if you got your homegirl's guy helping you move a couch that I mean, how can I say this?
Don't.
All right. I'll just leave what I was going to say.
Anybody would need help moving that big ass couch. So let's not do that. Like, I was kind of mad at the homegirls. Like, they said, she don't get there. Well, she not moving that big couch. And I'm like, listen, that's a big couch. She can't move that couch by herself. And we just going to end it at that. She needed help. And he should know she needed help. But see, this is the thing. This is where she got caught up, because you lied about something stupid. It's clear that you need help with this couch. Why you didn't just tell him, like, oh, my homegirl's husband or boyfriend or whatever the man was to her is gonna help me move the couch. It looked like they have a moving company even from what I could tell. So I'm just like, just tell the truth. Like, you're getting caught up for lying about stupid stuff. So I will give that to him, but I will still say that he is controlling. He is extremely controlling, and he's very inconsiderate, and he's very like he don't give a dang what she got going on. It's all about him at that moment.
Well, he's in jail,
and that's what I say.
He has all the free time in the world. He, not saying that he's right, but he probably needs her in the times that he needs her, for whatever reason, conversations that they've had.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she, I would say, has done things to put things in her pocket. I don't think she should have moved that early. She shouldn't have had her sisters be as involved. Now, I'm not saying her sisters can't have any input.
You kind of changed a little bit on that one after seeing how he acts, right? Like a little bit.
I see why her sisters would have that view, but concerns. They also have that ability to have that view because she puts them in a position to do so. Do
you not think that people should talk to their family if they're struggling?
No, I'm not saying that you can't talk to your family. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm saying it's like when he called, you know how your sisters is, you're gonna let them jump on the phone and tag team him multiple times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's not helping your situation.
He's not the type of dude that you want to tag team either, though. And again, Monique, you know that. Like that's not gonna turn out good for you. But not to say that he's right, but that's not gonna turn out good for her.
But she can't tell them no. Because that's not you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. But I mean, she's not gonna be on the next season.
She's not. And Monique, honestly, don't come back on here. Don't you get with another
again, she might, depending on because he had a while to get out also. He wasn't getting out right away.
He did have a while to get out, but
I
just need her. I need her to just wake up and just find somebody that's not. And again, not to say that people that are in jail or in prison are bad people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is for her, this might not be the route that she needs to go. She might need to meet somebody out and about that she could actually get to know, spend time with. They spend time with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are barriers, no matter how you look at it. If somebody's in prison, there are barriers to that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just a reality. And it don't necessarily have anything to do with the person. It's just that they're behind bars. You're out in the free world doing whatever. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she really wants a baby. She really wants a family. She needs to meet somebody in outside of prison.
Well, once he gets out, he's outside of prison. Once he gets out, she just needs to be a better judge of character at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't want to say that because I don't want to say. Well, in his case, I don't know him, but he doesn't seem like the best character I've seen or whatever.
But also, it's like people that fit with each other. You know what I mean? So we can't.
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know this man. But all I do know is, she needs to find somebody that is good for her. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. She wants a family. She wants a baby. Then she on the phone telling him he gonna give her a baby. She like, I don't know about that.
Why you keep weaving to this part of the conversation? No, I'm gonna end up saying something.
Because I want you to say something.
I say something, then when the comments come, then it's like, why did you say that? You don't see all the comments. You don't read them. Yes, I do.
I don't care. Say what you say. How you feel.
But no, like I mean, honestly, I just think she, hopefully it works. I'm not gonna. The one thing that I'm consistent on, unless somebody is completely like effed up or whatever.
Yeah.
I usually I've seen him be overbearing and things like that. And truth be told, I think the way he handles things, his demeanor, it'll rub most people wrong. Uh-huh. Like he's done something wrong. It'll rub women more wrong than a guy. Because a guy can sit there and be like, well, why don't you just tell him A, B, and C? A woman will see it that way and be like, he had to say it like that. He probably didn't have to hang up on her like that. I've hung up on people before for less than piss me off. You know what I'm saying? What is a click? You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's all about perspectives.
I've hung up on people too before though.
I mean,
sometimes that's what you decide to do. You ain't never hung up on somebody?
No, I say you ain't never hung up on me.
Oh, and vice versa. Yeah. But I'm just saying, no, I ain't never. You ain't never given me a reason to hang up on you.
Nah, I don't even do the quiet hang up. I always gotta be like, what? Click.
Wait, but no, but you never give me a reason.
I need to. So. Oh, no. Oh, and that's another thing.
But I will hang up on a motherfucker in a heartbeat.
So, all right, so we're gonna stay on this live actually and just chit chat. But hey, this was our finale review for Love During Lockup. We appreciate everybody that hopped in here with us. Share this, give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow. We're trying to step it back up this year. We took a little bit of sabbatical for various reasons. But yeah, we have 2026 going to be doing some big things. We'll be back for life after lockup. We'll be back for love after lockup, and then when it all cycles back around, we'll be here. So
and go check out. You see Joella in the comments too. We had an interview with her from last season. We had an interview with quite a few people from last season of Love.
But Joella was one of our best ones and very entertaining.
Yeah, she was very open and honest about everything going on. So go check that out. That's on our YouTube channel. Again, follow us on all our social media networks. You can see them up top. Jey and Meka on everything. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I don't know what that is. What else? Twitch. So
it's Rumble.
Follow us on all those, and give us some feedback. Let us know what shows you want to watch, all that other stuff, or what shows you want us to watch and review. So yeah.
All right.
I thought we were gonna stay on.
We are. I need that for the footage so I can cut it later.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So why she do that? What happened? Oh wow, why she do that?
She was talking about the thing with the I'm gonna pause this for a second.
That was fun.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna stop this one over here.
Okay.
That's 2 down.